Hi friends, last session we discussed about the introduction of software project management and importance of software project management. Today we are going to discuss about the activities covered by software project management. There are two types of activities, framework activities, umbrella activities. In framework activities, we are going to see about software project lifecycle model. Under this software project lifecycle model, we're going to discuss about waterfall model design, limitation of waterfall model, advantages and disadvantages of waterfall model. What is activity? Activity in project management is defined as the amount of work performed that convert into appropriate output. This is known as activity. There are two types of activities, framework activities, umbrella activities. While initiation, execution, and closing can be considered as framework activities, the planning, monitoring, and control are considered as umbrella activities. Umbrella activities happen throughout the entire process of the framework activities. Framework activities. In framework activities, the initiation phase consists of conceiving of the concept and studying its feasibility for execution. If the conceived project is large enough, the feasibility study itself could be considered as a project. Sometimes the feasibility study is also outsourced to a third party as a project. Here we are going to see about the feasibility study, planning and execution. First one, feasibility study. Feasibility study is that project technically feasible and worthwhile from a business point of view. Information is gathered about the requirements of the proposed application. Requirements elicitation can, at least initially, be complex and difficult. Next, planning. The planning stage only carries out the timeline, cost, resources required for the execution of the project. Here, planning is the process of thinking about the activities required to achieve a desired goal. A large project would not do all detailed planning right at the beginning. Formulate an outline plan for the whole project, a detailed one for the first stage, and more detailed planning of the later stages. Next, execution. Execution is nothing but implementation of the plan. The purpose of project execution is to deliver the project expected result. The execution of a project often contains design and implementation of subphases. Design is thinking and making decisions about the precise form of the products that the project is to create. Planning and design can be confused because at the most detailed level, planning decisions are influenced by design decisions. Next, we move on to software project lifecycle model, that is SDLC. Why we going for software project lifecycle model? The execution, monitoring or control stages follow the planning stage. This set of activities follow a software project lifecycle model. What is software project lifecycle model? Software project lifecycle model is a process followed for a software project within a software organization. It consists of a detailed plan describing how to develop, maintain, replace, and alter or enhance specific software. The life cycle defines a methodology for improving the quality of software and the overall development process. There are various SDLC models defined and designed which are followed during the software development process. These models are also referred as Software Development Process Model. The most important and popular SDLC models followed in the industries are waterfall model, iterative model, spiral model, V model. Now we are going to discuss about the waterfall model. Waterfall model. The waterfall model was the first process model to be introduced. It is very simple to understand and use. It follows a sequential step-by-step process from requirement analysis to maintenance. In a waterfall model, each phase must be completed before the next phase can begin. There is no overlapping in the phases. Waterfall model is used for software project development. Next, waterfall model design. In waterfall model approach, the whole process of software development is divided into separate phases. In this waterfall model, typically the outcome of one phase acts as the input for the next phase sequentially. This is the representation of different phases of the waterfall model. The first phase is requirement analysis. Second one, system design. Third, implementation. Fourth one, integration and testing. Fifth one, deployment of system. The last one, maintenance. We're going to see one by one. The first phase is requirement analysis. In this phase, all possible requirements of the system to be developed are captured and documented in a requirement specification document. Requirements will cover four things: quality requirement, system requirement, software requirement, resource requirement. Quality requirement is nothing but how well the function must work. Next, system requirement, training to ensure that the operators use the system efficiently. Software requirement is nothing but specification for development. Resource requirement is nothing but application development cost. System design. In this phase, the requirement specification from first phase are studied and the system design is prepared. The system design helps in specifying hardware and system requirements and helps in defining the overall system architecture. Next, coding or implementation. Implementation or coding starts once the developer gets the design document. The software design is translated into source code. In this phase, all the components of the software are implemented. The next phase is integration and testing. Testing starts once the coding is complete and the modules are released for testing. In this phase, the developed software is tested thoroughly and any defects found are assigned to developers to get them fixed. The entire system is tested for any faults and failures. Next one, deployment of system. Once the product is tested, it is deployed in the production environment. That is, the product is deployed in the customer environment or released into the market. The last phase is maintenance. After the deployment of the product on the production environment, maintenance of the product. That is, if any issues comes up and needs to be fixed or any enhancement is to be done is taken care by the developers. Then, advantage of the waterfall model. Waterfall model is the simple model which can be easily understood and is the one in which all the phases are done step by step. Deliverables of each phase are well defined and this leads to no complexity and makes the project easily manageable. Then, disadvantage of waterfall model. Waterfall model is time consuming model. Waterfall model cannot be used in the short duration projects. In this waterfall model, a new phase cannot be started until the ongoing phase is completed. Then, limitation of waterfall model. Waterfall model not suitable for the projects where requirements are changing. The high amount of risk and uncertainty. Not good for the object oriented project. Poor model for long and ongoing project. Can give a false impression of progress. Little opportunity for the customer to preview the system. Next, we move on to umbrella activities. The umbrella activities occur throughout the process. They focus on project management, tracking, and control. The list of umbrella activities are project planning, project tracking and control, risk management, quality assurance, work product preparation and documentation. The first one, project planning. The project planning clearly defines how the project is executed, monitored, controlled, and closed. The project planning is part of the project management which relates to the use of schedules the project. The project planning can be done manually or by use of project management software. Next one, project tracking and control. Tracking and control is the dual process of detecting when a project is drifting off plan and taking corrective action to bring the project back on track. In this activity, the developing team access project plan and compares it with the predefined schedule. If these project plans do not match with the predefined schedule, then the required actions are taken to maintain the schedule. Next, risk management. Risk management is the identification, evaluation of risk followed by coordinated and economical application of resource to minimize, monitor, and control the probability or impact of unfortunate events or to maximize the realization of opportunities. That is, reducing the impact of all kinds of risk that might affect a project. Quality assurance. Quality assurance is defined as an activity to ensure that our organization is providing the best possible product or service to customers. An organization has to ensure that processes are efficient and effective as per the quality standards defined for software products. Quality assurance is popularly known as QA testing. Next, work product preparation and documentation. It consists of the activities that are needed to create the documents, forms, lists, logs, and user manuals for developing a software projects. That's all about the umbrella activities. Today we seen activities covered by SPM, that is two activities, framework activities and umbrella activities. Thank you all.